Yo, what's up? Hey, over here.
Do you want to study abroad in Japan but don't know where to start? Well, you've stumbled across the right video. So watch until the end of the video to see how I applied, application process, and some tips. Hi, my name is Alex. I'm a junior at the University of Minnesota with plans on studying abroad spring of 2024. Okay, so for a little bit of backstory, I want to talk about why I wanted to go to Japan.
Cause you're a weeb.
And when I started thinking about it. So I've been wanting to go to Japan ever since my junior year of high school. Been really into just Japanese stuff in general. Ever since I was a little kid. I am actually half Japanese, so that is a really big part of the reason why I want to go. I really like Japanese food, Japanese films, and anime. Like this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one over there. I started thinking that this could be a possibility after looking at my university study abroad options, but I'll save more details of my backstory for another video. Okay, so one big thing I would advise people to do is to start thinking early. My case might be a little extreme because I started thinking about it way back in junior year of high school, but it's still a really good idea to start planning early just so you don't have to stress out in the future. With that being said, I would also plan it with your major and your course trajectory. In my case, we received a 4-year plan for graphic design, so I just used that as a reference to plan out, as well as it already says like what term is best to study abroad, so I took that into consideration. So check if your major has one of those, and if not, you can also talk to the study abroad advisor and your major advisor to figure out what time is best for you. With this, I could start planning out where I wanted to go and when the best time was for me. For me, I decided that spring of next year would be best, so make sure you plan in advance so you don't have to stress too much. After high school and applying to my university and getting accepted, I looked at all the study abroad options available, and specifically I looked up study abroad in Japan. Then after that, I looked at all the options they had and I researched about each one of them. For my university, they offered a couple of different options in Japan, and I'll list them now. So for my options, it was Sophia University, Kyoto University, Nagoya University, Ritsumeikan University, and Hiroshima University. Those are the exchange programs, but there are also a couple other ones that were on there, like some summer programs and ones that if you didn't want to go for a whole semester or for a whole year. After that, I did a lot of research to see which one I actually wanted to go to, and I ended up picking Sophia University. On the website itself, it's probably going to give you a couple of tips and steps you can take in order to plan your trip. So just do your research and figure out which one would be best suited for you. After doing this, I went through and scheduled a meeting with the following people: financial advisor, major advisor, and study abroad advisor. After meeting with these people, it gave me a lot more reassurance that could actually be possible with costs and aligning with my coursework. I was able to talk to my parents and they were on board, so I started the application. Okay, so for the application process, if you're going through it right now, you know that it's going to take a little bit of time and you're going to have to wait a little bit. As for me, it didn't open until March, so I just recently applied a couple months ago and I'm still waiting until September to hear back. Once it opened, however, I was able to go in and see the application. In the application, it's going to be different for each school, so just take this as a reference. On this screen, it's going to show me all the different tasks I need to complete in order to submit my application. All of these things are going to take you a little bit of time, so make sure you have time where you can sit down and go over everything. As you can see on mine, it says Exchange in Japan on the top. It shows when I completed the things, if they're received, and the date. It also has my program contact as well. And then on the right side, it has financial information, like scholarships and that bridging loan. So yeah, after you click apply, you should get an email saying everything is confirmed and they received it, or on the actual application itself, it's gonna say submitted and under review. During this time, I would advise all of you guys to look at all the scholarships your university offers. I was surprised with how many scholarships there actually are, and I've been applying to as many as possible. Currently, I'm waiting back, like I said before, until September to see if I got into my first choice, which is Sophia University. Another thing to mention is that if you don't get into your top school, they do have this thing in my university where you list the other ones you would go to in ranking. So if I didn't get into Sophia, I'd be able to get into the next rank and the next rank and the next rank and so on. So they're going to be sending those in the first week of September, so please wish me luck. I also hear back from a couple of different scholarships, which should be cool. So I'm gonna talk about a couple of different tips for you guys. Like I said earlier, it's gonna be a lot easier if you plan this out early. Because I was able to think about it earlier and plan everything out early, I was able to figure out what coursework I needed to take in order to graduate on time. And by doing this, I didn't risk not being able to graduate because I didn't know what classes to take. Tip number 2, make sure to get a letter of recommendation or have someone in mind that you can get a letter of recommendation from. It's okay if you don't have one right now, but keeping someone in mind, and it doesn't have to be a teacher necessarily, it could also be your boss or someone that can attest to your desire to go to Japan. I had my boss write me one, my Japanese teacher write me one, and one of my professors write me one. So don't be afraid to ask. All 3 of mine were more than happy to write me one. Just make sure you actually know the person good enough. Lastly, don't sweat it. I was sweating a lot. Like, I was doing the application, I was going in there and I was looking at all these different steps and I was really nervous, and honestly a little bit overwhelmed, but just try to take it step by step. That's just gonna make things a lot easier for yourself. And just like for me, I just thought of it as like all this preparation is gonna be worth it in the end. It's something that I'm gonna be forever grateful for. Just keep that in mind while you're doing it. Also, you're gonna make memories for a lifetime and hopefully friends for a lifetime. I hope. I mean, like, I'm honestly, like, I'm just saying this, but I don't even know if that's gonna happen to me. Probably not. No, you know what? No, we gotta be optimistic. I'm gonna be crossing my fingers. Please wish me luck. Anyways, if you guys have anything else you would like me to talk about, or if I missed anything, just let me know in the comments below. I plan on making a scholarship video next and laying out my specific costs for the study abroad and all the scholarships that I've already received so far. This channel is pretty much going to be my life from now on. I want to create videos for you guys leading up to the point of where I go to Japan, and also while I'm in Japan. I have a ton of video ideas I am just dying to execute, and I hope you guys can join me on this journey to Japan. But with all that being said, I hope this video helped you guys out. I hope it relieved maybe just a little bit of stress off your shoulders, and let's all keep pushing. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.